Okay, here we go. So we're going to repair the leaky faucet under the sink. Now, I'm recording this because I forget how to do this every time, so this is mostly for me. So, here we go. So, looking under the sink, don't forget to shut off the valves. They're there, back there, behind all the junk. Okay, the one on the left I think is hot, and the one on the right is cold. Okay, next thing is, open the valve, make sure we get everything truly shut off. Hot, cold, yep, everything's truly off and holding. Okay, now, before I forget, I'm going to put the stops, the plugs, into the drains. Otherwise, if I drop one little screw, it can end up down in there and ruin my day. So I usually forget how to pop this thing off, but I think it's just as easy as a little screwdriver to pop off the cap. Yeah, that's all it is. Yep. See, it just pries right off. There's not much hold. Pries right off. There's really not much holding it in there. I would clean that up before I put it back in. I'm going to set that over here to the side so I don't drop it in. And then, right behind that, there's an Allen screw. So that's my screwdriver sitting in it there. So the next thing I'm going to do is grab the right size and pop that off. But first I'm going to run to the garage and grab the headlamp. I can't believe I forgot about that. Back with the headlamp, just to show you, that's where that Allen key goes. I think it's just a screw that pops the handle right off. So I'm going to find the right size and pop that off. Boom. Found the right Allen wrench size. It is a 1/8 inch SAE, not metric. So the way I know that is, I had to buy a new set last week when we were on vacation. And there we go. Fits in there like so. Ta-da. Shut-da. And the new set actually comes with instructions. So if I remember right, I think I just have to loosen this up a little bit. And then the handle pops straight up. Maybe loosen it a little more. See, this is why I plugged the drains, because that little set screw on there does not want to stay. It wants to get lost. There it is. One set screw. Gonna put that over here with the cap, which I can't believe I haven't lost yet. Now the lid should just go straight up. Jeez, that handle is on there tough. Gonna gently work it left and right, see if that'll loosen it. Straight up again. There it is, look at that, buddy. All that yuck in there. I'm gonna soak that in a little vinegar while I'm working on it, see if I can make some progress. But yeah, it just slides on and off like that. It's supposed to anyway. Okay, and this is just a something that you put on there hand tight. And then the cassette, I think, just slides right up and out of there. Oh no, it doesn't. Gotta do this again. Okay. So, coming back to me like a bad dream. Just a little slower. There we go. So that loosens up. So one of the things you got to be careful of when you put this back together, Kev, is that you don't get it too tight. If you get it too tight, the handle won't work, and it creates problems. Okay, now I'm going to pull the cassette out. Got to be super careful. Now there are O-rings underneath here, so I got to be careful as I pull it out that I don't lose them. There they are. Now the O-rings look like they're in pretty good shape. Put some light on them. There we go. They're in pretty good shape. I know this is a good cassette because I just bought this at Lowe's the last time it failed. So I'm going to reuse that, set it aside. The last time it failed was only like a few months ago. Okay, now I'd love to rinse this off, but I can't because I shut off the water. So I'm going to shut off the video, run into the bathroom where there still is water, and give all these pieces parts a little rinse. You know, I think I'm at it. I'm going to treat the hard water parts with some vinegar. That buildup there, that should come right off with a little vinegar. So, not using the good apple cider vinegar, just using this Crapo vinegar. Yeah, you can already see it loosening up and coming off now. Loosens up and comes off right away. Biggest problem is going to be getting this vinegar stink off my hands. Same thing over here with the cassette. We'll give this a little rinse up here too. There we go. Okay, so that's what the inside of the faucet looks like. So, let's see. 3 holes where the water comes out. Hot comes in one, cold comes in the other, and they go out through that last hole. So I'm back from cleaning up the pieces parts in the other room. You can see I got a lot of the harder stuff off of there, but while I was in there, I worked the handle on and off a couple of times to try and loosen that up, like so. And I got a reminder that that cassette will slide right off, and then when that happens, you got a bigger mess on your hands. So be careful of that when you take it off the next time, Kev. Okay, so I'm going to drop the cassette back in there. There are two bumps, 1, 2, that line up with 2 bumps inside of the faucet. 1, 2. You may have seen it when we were looking at the 3 holes. Got to make sure we find those, otherwise it'll leak. Leak pretty solid. Okay, I'm confirming I've got it on the right way because the handle goes up and down for on and off, and then turns left and right for hot and cold. Okay, so having a trouble getting that to line up just right. There it is. Got it. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Feels a little awkward, but it's looking pretty good. You just spin this. Nope. Got the locking nut. We're going to put that on. Got to spin it down a little bit more than finger tight. If you go too tight, it's going to make the handle very hard to move, and it will leak. So I'm going to go finger tight, and just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, put the decorative cap back on. Stuff this handle back into place. Wish there was something I could put that on to prevent that hard water from being a problem. But if there is, I don't know what it is. Okay, there we go. Handle's back on, turns left, turns right, feels pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cap back on. Remember, that's a 1/8 inch Allen key. Allen wrench, excuse me. Okay, so it's back on secure. Gonna pop this cover on. Didn't clean it up as much as I wanted to. Maybe I'll take a moment and do that now. Just gonna push some of that scale out of there. Don't want to overdo it, but just enough, you know? Just to cut back on problems in the future. Okay. Okay, that appears to be a Kohler. Kohler is on the decorative cover. Now, the moment of truth. Let's turn on the water and see what happens. Okay, water's on, handle up. Cold is good, hot is good. And when I shut it down, no leaks. Just double check, clean up any water that's there. There's a steady stream of water coming out of that before. Yep, looks like it's holding. Cool. On to the next project. So when I was doing this, I remembered I got that cassette from Lowe's. Everything else in the house came from Ace Hardware down the street, and but I was able to get another replacement cassette from Lowe's when I took it in the last time. So that's on there relatively soon. So I can probably go to my Lowe's, my Lowe's account, and figure out what the part number was on that cassette in case I need to replace it again.